Alright, so the New York Times had an interview with Peter Dinklage. This came out last week, but I've been busy with holiday stuff and everything. He just basically talking about he's got a new movie musical coming out called Cyrano, and talks about life after Game of Thrones. And some of the stuff he says is just freaking so out of touch, it's ridiculous. Basically, in Cyrano, it's like a movie musical. It's like it probably won't do all that well. I won't go into that kind of stuff. It's like I personally don't like musicals. I don't know many people that do. It probably will do okay. I guess it all depends on our expectations. Anyway, the important stuff is about halfway down, so hold on to your butts while we go all this way. Okay, no, it's a little bit further. Okay, here we go. The first thing is he's talking about the domain of romantic leads has been beautiful white people for 100 years now. Now you can take out the white part because it's the domain of romantic leads has been beautiful people for 100 years now. Because when people go to movies, they watch TV shows, etc. They don't generally want to see average looking people or ugly people, fat people, whatever. That's generally people want, and that they don't phrase it like that, but they generally want beautiful people. They want good looking people. You know, an average guy like myself, I wouldn't be the lead in a lot of movies, especially a romantic lead. Now you can do them. That plenty of them come out. Hell, he even mentions Harold and Maude, even though he bitches about it's been beautiful white people for 100 years now. But this movie Harold and Maude came out. I love it. Anyway, it's, that's his first thing that shows he's out of touch. Then a little more down, he starts talking about Game of Thrones. Then he talks about people mean well, but when you're walking down the street with your kid, people take your picture without asking. I start to talk this way, and then I stop myself. Because for an actor to complain about that reflects poorly on you. Everybody's like, you have a great life. What's wrong with me taking your picture? You're a performer. That's my right. Exactly. That's why they tell you that. They say, but not, it's, I'm not a zoo animal. I'm a person. Let's say I'm having a really bad day or I just got off the phone and you're right in my face. Am I supposed to smile for you? Yes. Yes, you are. That's your fucking job. You're a fucking celebrity. You've had all these benefits that you get from doing this stuff. That's not to say that you haven't worked your butt off to earn them, because of course you have. But yes, that's part of the job description. You're supposed to smile for people when they want to take your fucking picture. That's why the fact that you were able to enjoy the life you have is because people want to take your picture. It's like I cannot stand to hear celebrities bitch about, well, I got no privacy, I got no this. I don't give a fuck, dude. You're a trained monkey there to perform for me. Perform. Just shut up. You got to deal with it. There's millions of people who'd give their left arm to be in your position. So don't, put up with it. You want to bitch about it to your friend in private, go for it. That's fine. But then he talks about, George R. R. Martin wanted Game of Thrones to go on for 2 more seasons. They think it should have. And he said, it's the right time, no less, no more. Bullshit. Bullshit. They cut out a ton of stuff. They could have kept going. But anyway, okay. Then he talks about he liked what happened in Game of Thrones. The final season was trash. It was stupid. It actually started going down once they ran out of material from the books. But anyway, it's like, I think some people really did want a happily ever after, and this is the interviewer. It's like, no, they didn't. People don't want a happily ever after ending. It's like, then, Peter responds, they wanted the pretty white people to ride off into the sunset together. And it's like, dude, okay, I know he's virtue signaling by saying pretty white people, instead of just saying they wanted the pretty people to ride off in the sunset together. But the thing is, Peter Dinklage is a little person, as they would say. He also says this kind of stuff. But the second he says anything that would be remotely considered transphobic, homophobic, Islamophobic, whatever, they throw him under the bus. So it's like, why are you trying to cater to these people? They don't give a flying fuck about you. He talks about, you know, yeah, it was called Game of Thrones, but at the end, the whole dialogue when people would approach me on the street was, who's going to be on the throne? I don't know why that was their takeaway, because the show really was more than that. The game's, or the show was called Game of Thrones, dude. That's why people want to know. Why was that their takeaway? Because that was the fucking title of the show. You know, it's like, and then he talks about, oh, when the dragon burned the throne, it showed how irrelevant it is. Shut up, it's not about that. No, it still was. The entire thing was about who's going to become the ruler, who's going to sit on the throne. It's like, come on, dude. You know, like seriously, it just shows that you're out of touch. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You want to cater, you want to drink the Kool-Aid, you want to say all this kind of, happy horse shit that celebrities are supposed to say, but then you want to bitch about them. I'm not a zoo animal. Yeah, you're a trained monkey, dude. Train and perform. Smile for the camera. That's your fucking job. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Already on 5 minutes. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.